Welcome back to the channel. This is Smoke or Nope, Hamilton Part 3. Y'all did kill that like button on Part 1. Stay tuned for the cover. So, this is Part 3. I'm going to try not to pause too much. And again, if you're new, be sure to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I'm sorry about the black video. Disney has a whole thing on that. I can't do shit about it. So, let's get right into Hamilton.
Catch me slipping, I ain't never tripping. Laces tight, 10 toes on, I can never miss it. They pray, you know me, I just pray for my forgiveness. Ladies love me, make hallucinations feel so vivid.
1789. Humber's the bastard, orphan, immigrant, decorated war vet. Unite the colonies through more debt. Fight the other founding fathers till he has to forfeit. Have it all, lose it all. You ready for more yet? Treasury Secretary, Washington's the president. Every American experiment sets a precedent. Not too fast, someone came along to resist him. Pissed him off until we had a two-party system. You haven't met him yet, you haven't had the chance. Cause he's been kicking ass as the ambassador to France. Someone's gotta keep the American promise. You simply must meet Thomas.
Okay.
There is no more status quo, but the sun comes up and the world still spins.
Okay.
Lafayette drafted a declaration, then I said I gotta go. Gotta be in Monticello, now the work at home begins. So what did I miss? What did I miss? Virginia, my home sweet home, I wanna give you a kiss. I've been in Paris meeting lots of different ladies. I guess I basically missed the late 80s. I traveled the wide, wide world and came back to this. There's a letter on my desk from the president. Haven't even put my bag down yet, Sally. Feel that.
No idea what's happening. No idea.
President's assembled in a cabinet, and I am to be the Secretary of State. Great that I'm already Senate approved. I just got home and now I'm headed up to New York. And to New York, and to New York. Looking at the rolling fields, I can't believe that we are free. Ready to face whatever's awaiting me in NYC. Who's waiting for me when I step in the place? My friend James Madison, red in the face. He grabs my arm and I respond, what's going on?
Thomas, we're engaged in a battle for our nation's very soul. Can you get us out of the mess we're in? Hamilton's new financial plan is nothing less than government control. I've been fighting for the South alone. Where have you been? France, last. We have to win.
What did I miss? What did I miss? Head first into a political abyss. Head first into the abyss. I have my first cabinet meeting today.
No clue.
I guess I better think of something to say. I'm already on my way to the bottom of this. What did I miss? Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, Alexander Hamilton. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Mr. Jefferson, welcome home. Say you ain't nothing else for so long. So what did I miss?
No clue. But
Ladies and gentlemen, you could have been anywhere in the world tonight, but you're here with us in New York City. Are you ready for a cabinet meeting? The issue on the table, Secretary Hamilton's plan to assume state debts and establish a national bank. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
Life, liberty, party in the pursuit of happiness. We fought for these ideals, we shouldn't settle for less. These are wise words, enterprising men quote 'em. Don't act surprised, you guys, 'cause I wrote 'em. Ow, but Hamilton forgets. His plan would have the government assume states' debts. Now place your bets as to who that benefits. The very seat of government where Hamilton sits.
Not true.
Oh, if the shoe fits, wear it. If New York's in debt, why should Virginia bear it? Our debts are paid.
Ooh, if the shoe fits, wear it. Ha. Okay. I'm back into it now. I'm back into it. Back into it.
I'm afraid, don't tax the South, 'cause we got it made in the shade. In Virginia, we plant seeds in the ground. We create. You just want to move our money around. This financial plan is an outrageous demand, and it's too many damn pages for any man to understand. Stand with me in the land of the free. Pray to God we never see Hamilton's candidacy. Look, when Britain taxed our tea, we got frisky. Imagine what's gonna happen when you try to tax our whiskey.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
Thomas, that was a real nice declaration. Welcome to the present. We're running a real nation. Would you like to join us?
Or stay mellow, doing whatever the hell it is you do in Monticello.
So the debts the union gets, a new line of credit, a financial diuretic. How do you not get it? If we're aggressive and competitive, the union gets a boost. You'd rather give it a sedative? A civics lesson from a slaver. Hey neighbor, the debts are paid because you don't pay for labor. You plant seeds in the South, we create, you keep ranting. We know who's really doing the planting. And another thing, Mr. Age of Enlightenment, don't lecture me about the war. You didn't fight in it. You think I'm frightened of you, man? We almost died in the trench, while you were off getting high with the French. Thomas Jefferson always hesitant with the president. Medicine, everything, a plan he hasn't jettisoned. Madison, you mad as a Hattison. Take your medicine. Damn, you in worse shape than the national debt is in. Sitting there useless as two shits. Hey, turn around, bend over. I'll show you where my shoe fits.
Excuse me. Madison, Jefferson, take a walk. Hamilton, take a walk. We're going to reconvene after a brief recess. Hamilton, sir, a word.
You don't have the votes. You don't have the votes. You're gonna need congressional approval, and you don't have the votes. Such a blunder. Sometimes it makes me wonder why I even bring the thunder. Why he even brings the thunder.
Bars.
You want to pull yourself together?
I'm sorry, these Virginians are birds of a feather.
Young man, I'm from Virginia, so watch your mouth.
So we let Congress get held hostage by the South.
You need the votes.
No, we need bold strokes. We need this
No,
plan.
you need to convince more folks.
James Madison won't talk to me. That's a non-starter.
Winning was easy, young man. Governing's
They're being
harder.
intransigent.
You have to find a
They
compromise.
don't have a plan. They just hate mine.
Convince them
What
otherwise.
happens if I don't get congressional approval?
I imagine they'll call for your removal. Figure it out, Alexander. That's an order from your commander.
Throwback.
My dearest Angelica, tomorrow creeps in this petty pace from day to day. I trust you'll understand the reference to another Scottish tragedy without my having a name to play. They think me Macbeth. Ambition is my folly, I'm a polymath, a pain in the ass of massive pain. Madison is Banquo, Jefferson is Macduff, and Burnham Wood is Congress on its way to Dunsinane. Here you are an ocean away, do you have to live in ocean away? Thoughts of you subside, then I get another letter, and I cannot put the notion away.
Take a break.
I'm on my way.
There's a little surprise before supper, and it cannot wait.
I'll be there in just a minute, save my plate.
Alexander,
Okay.
your son is 9 years old today. He has something he'd like to say. He's been practicing all day. Philip, take it away.
Daddy, look. My name is Philip.
I am a poet. I wrote this poem just to show it. And I just turned 9. You can write rhymes, but you can't write mine. I practice French and play piano with my mother. I have a sister, but I want a little brother. My daddy's trying to start America's bank. The twat cut the
Eliza, I've got so much on my plate.
We can all go stay with my father. There's a lake I know in a nearby pond. You and I can go when the night gets dark.
I will try to get away.
My dearest Alexander, you must get through to Jefferson. Sit down with him and compromise. Don't stop till you agree. Your favorite older sister, Angelica, reminds you there's someone in your corner all the way across the sea. In a letter I received from you 2 weeks ago, I noticed a comma in the middle of a phrase. It changed the meaning. Did you intend this? One stroke and you've consumed my waking gaze. It says, my dearest Angelica. With the comma after dearest, you've written my dearest Angelica. Anyway, all this to say, I'm coming home this summer at my sister's invitation. I'll be there with your family if you make your way upstate. I know you're very busy, I know your work's important, but I'm crossing the ocean and I just can't wait. You won't be an ocean away, you'll only be a moment away. Alexander, come downstairs, Angelica's arriving today.
Skylar, sister.
Alexander, it's good to see your face. Angelica, tell this man John Adams spends the summer with his family.
Angelica, tell my wife John Adams doesn't have a real job anyway.
You're not joining us, wait.
I'm afraid I cannot join you upstate.
Alexander, I came all this way. Take a break.
You know I have to get my plan through Congress.
Run away with us for the summer, let's go
I
upstate.
lose my job if we don't get this plan through Congress.
All go stay with our father. There's a lake I know your face. Take a break and get away. Summer, let's go upstate where we can stay. You'll make our tomorrow rising through when the night gets dark. Take a break.
I have to get my plan through Congress. I can't stop till I get this plan through Congress.
All work, no play. Makes Jack a dull boy.
There's nothing like summer in the city. Someone under stress meets someone looking pretty. There's trouble in the air, you can smell it. And Alexander's by himself. I'll let him tell it.
I hadn't slept in a week. I was weak. I was awake. You've never seen a bastard orphan more in need of a break. Longing for Angelica, missing my wife. That's when Miss Maria Reynolds walked into my life. She said,
I know you are a man of honor. I'm so sorry to bother you at home, but I don't know where to go. And I came here all alone.
she said,
My husband's doing me wrong, beating me, cheating me, mistreating me. Suddenly he's up and gone. I don't have the means to go
so
on.
I offered her a loan. I offered to walk her home. She said,
You're too kind, sir.
I gave her $30 that I had socked away. She lived a block away. She said,
This one's mine, sir.
but I said, well, I should head back home. She turned red. She led me to a bed and let her legs spread and said, hey. That's when I began to pray, Lord, show me how to say no to this. I don't know how to say no to this, but my God, she looks so helpless. And her James Reynolds, even better. It said,
Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who decided to... You made the wrong sucker a cuckold. It's time to take the pipe of all the pants you unbuckled. And hey, you can keep seeing my whole wife if the price is right. If not, I'm telling your wife.
I hit the letter and I raced to a pastry. I'll punch you in the face, she said. No, sir. Dressed apologetic and mess, she looked pathetic, she cried. Hey, don't go, sir. So what's your whole story, you said? I don't know about any letter. Stop crying, goddammit, get it. I didn't know any better. He's a living on the outlet. Just give him what he wants and you can have it. Whatever I want you to pay, you can stay.
So?
Nobody needs to know.
Man.
Ah, Mr. Secretary.
Mr. Burr, sir.
Hey, did you hear the news about good old General Mercer?
No.
You know Claremont Street?
Yeah.
They renamed it after him. The Mercer legacy is secure.
Sure.
All he had to do was die.
But that's a lot less work.
We ought to give it a try. Now, how you gonna get your death plan through?
I guess I'm gonna finally have to listen to you.
Silly.
Talk less. Smile more. Do whatever it takes
Throwback.
to get my plan on the Congress floor.
Now, Madison and Jefferson are merciless.
Well, is the sin love the sinner?
Hamilton.
I'm sorry, Burr, I gotta go.
Oh, but...
Decisions are happening over dinner.
Two Virginians and an immigrant walk into a room diametrically opposed foes. They emerge with a compromise, having opened doors that were previously closed. The immigrant emerges with unprecedented financial power, a system he can shape however he wants. The Virginians emerge with the nation's capital. And here's the pièce de résistance. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the game is played, the art of the trade, how the sausage is made.
Not gonna lie, I'm liking the first half a lot better than this second half. The half before the intermission, I'm liking a lot better than the second half. So far. The first half had so many bars, so many punchlines, and this is just not holding up. It's like going on an extreme climax down.
We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens.
Alexander was on Washington's doorstep one day in distress and disarray. Alexander said,
I've nowhere else to turn.
and basically begged me to join the fray. I approached Madison and said, I know you hate him, but let's hear what he has to say. Well, I arranged the meeting. I arranged the menu, the venue, the seating. But
No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one else was in the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened. No one really knows how the parties get to yes. The pieces that are sacrificed in every game of chess. We just assume that it happens, but no one else is in the room where it happens. grappling with the fact that not every issue can be settled by committee. Congress is fighting over where to put the capital. It isn't pretty. The Jefferson approaches with the dinner and invite, and Madison responds with Virginian insight.
Maybe we can solve one problem with another and win a victory for the Southerners. In other words, a quid pro quo.
I suppose.
Wouldn't you like to work a little closer to home?
Actually, I would.
Well, I propose the Potomac.
And you'll provide him his vote.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Let's go.
No.
What else was in the room where it happened? The room where it happened? The room where it happened? No one else was in the room where it happened? The room where it happened? The room where it happened?
My God.
In God we trust, but we never really know what got discussed. Big room where it happened.
And no one else is in the room where it happened.
Alexander Hamilton.
You up to dictating you to get shooters, tell New York City down the river.
Alexander Hamilton.
Did Washington know about the dinner? Was there presidential pressure to deliver?
Alexander Hamilton.
Or did you know even then it doesn't matter where you put the U.S. Capitol?
Because we'll have the banks. We're in the same spot.
You got more than you gave.
And I wanted what I got. When you got skin in the game, you stay in the game. But you don't get a win unless you play in
Okay.
the game. Oh, you get love for it. You get hate for it. You get nothing if you wait for it, wait for it, wait. God help.
Now it's picking back up. Now it's picking back up. Go.
Forgive me, I want to build something that's gonna outlive me. What do you want, Bernie? What do you want, Bernie? What do you stand for, Bernie? What do you fall for?
I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room where it happens, the room where it happens. I wanna be in the room. Hold your nose and close your eyes. Don't get us saying what they trade away.
Dream of a brand new start.
But they dream in the dark for the most part.
Broadcast the room where it happened.
I've got to be in the room. I've got to be. I've got to be. I've got to be in the room. I gotta be.
Picking back up. Let's go.
Look, Grandpa's in the paper. War hero Philip Schuyler loses Senate seat to young upstart Aaron Burr. Grandpa just lost his seat in the Senate.
Sometimes that's how it goes.
Well, Daddy's gonna find out any minute.
I'm sure he already knows.
Further down, let's meet the newest senator from New York.
New York.
Oh, Senator.
Burr, since when are you a Democratic Republican?
Since being one put me on the up and up again.
No one knows who you are or what you do.
They don't need to know me, they don't like you.
Excuse me?
Wall Street thinks you're great. You'll always be adored by the things you create, but upstate, well, people think you're crooked. This galaxy was up for grabs, so I took it.
I've always considered you a friend.
I don't see why that has to
You
end.
changed parties to run against my father-in-law.
Change parties to seize the opportunity I saw. I swear your pride will be the death of us all. Beware, the doors before the fall.
The issue on the table. France is on the verge of war with England. Now, do we commit money and aid to our French allies or do we stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only one you have to convince is me. Secretary Jefferson, you have the floor, sir.
When we were on death's door, when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We needed money and guns and half a chance. Who provided those funds?
France.
In return, they didn't ask for land. Only a promise that we...
Woo. I like this guy's energy. Ah. Ah. Go.
He'd lend a hand and stand with them if they fought against oppressors and revolution is messy. Now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here and he would rather not have this debate. I remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Desperate to rise above his station, everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, and if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is gonna bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess, a game of chess where France is queen and kingless. We signed a treaty with the king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Or should we honor our treaty, King Louis's head? Oh, do whatever you want, I'm super dead.
Enough. Hamilton is right.
Mr. President.
We're too fragile to start another fight.
Sir, do we not fight for freedom?
Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead them.
The people are leading.
The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little
Facts.
rioting. You would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton, sir, draft a statement of neutrality.
Yes, sir.
Did you forget Lafayette?
What?
Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need, you forget.
Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quick-witted.
Alas, I admit it.
I bet you were quite a lawyer.
My defendants got acquitted.
Well, someone ought to remind you.
What?
You're nothing without Washington behind you.
Hamilton.
Daddy's calling.
It must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Every action has its equal opposite reaction. Thanks to Hamilton, our cabinet's fractured into factions. Try not to crack under the stress. We're breaking down like fractions. We smack each other in the press and we don't print retractions. I get no satisfaction witnessing his fits of passion. The way he primps and preens and dresses like the pits of fashion. Our poorest citizens, our farmers, live ration to ration as Wall Street robs them blind in search of chips to cash in. This prick is asking for someone to bring him to task. Somebody give me some dirt on this vacuous mass so we can at last unmask him.
Okay.
Pull the trigger on him, someone load the gun and cock it. While we were all watching, he got Washington in his pocket. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side. Look back at the Bill of Rights,
Which I wrote.
the ink hasn't dried. It must be nice, it must be nice to have Washington on your side.
So he's doubled the size of the government. Wasn't the trouble with much of our previous government size?
Look in his eyes, see how he lies.
Follow the scent of his enterprise.
Centralizing national credit and making American credit competitive.
If we don't stop it, we ain't gonna vet it.
I have to resign.
Somebody has to stand up for the South.
Somebody has to stand up to his mouth. If there's a fire you're trying to douse, you can't put it out from inside the house. I'm in the cabinet. I am complicit in watching him grabbing at power and kissing it. Washington isn't gonna listen to disciplined dissidents. This is the difference. This is out. These immigrants in somebody control. These immigrants keeping us all on our toes. Show these federalists who they're up against. Southern mother, Negro Democratic Republicans. Now follow the money and see where it goes. 'Cause every second the treasury grows. We follow the money and see where it leads. Yeah, my weeds for the seeds of Hamilton's misdeeds. It must be nice. It must be nice.
We follow the money and see where it goes.
It must be nice. It must be nice. The emperor has no clothes. We won't be invisible. We won't be denied. Still, it must be nice. It must be nice to have Washington on your side.
Mr. President, you asked to see me.
I know it.
Bars. Jefferson. Yo. That was whew, a lot of bars. Goddamn. Real for a second. Everybody in government, everybody in politics, corrupt as fuck. Everybody that's in politics is corrupt as fuck. Doesn't matter what side you're on. You're corrupt. Equally corrupt. It doesn't fucking matter. Let's get right back into it.
You're busy. What do you need, sir? Sir, I want to give you a word of warning.
Sir, I don't know what you heard, but whatever it is, Jefferson started it.
Thomas Jefferson resigned this morning.
You're kidding.
I need a favor.
Whatever you say, sir, Jefferson will pay for his behavior.
Talk less.
I'll use the press, I'll write under a pseudonym. You'll see what I can do to him.
I need you to draft an address.
Yes, he resigned. You can finally speak your mind.
No, he's stepping down so he can run for president.
Good luck defeating you, sir.
I'm stepping down, I'm not running for president.
I'm sorry, what?
One last time. Relax, have a drink with me. One last time. Let's take a break tonight and then we'll teach him how to say goodbye. To say goodbye. You and I want to talk about neutrality.
Sir, with Britain and France on the verge of war, is this the best
I
time
want to warn against partisan fighting. Pick up a pen, start writing. I want to talk about what I have learned, the hard-won wisdom I have earned.
As far as the people are concerned, you have to serve. You could continue to serve.
No, one last time. The people will hear from me one last time. And if we get this right, we're gonna teach them how to say goodbye. You and I.
Mr. President, they will say you're weak.
No, they will see we're strong.
Position is so unique.
So I'll use it to move them along.
Why do you have to say goodbye?
If I say goodbye, the nation learns to move on. It outlives me when I'm gone. Like the scripture says, everyone shall sit under their own vine and fig tree, and no one shall make them afraid. They'll be safe in the nation we've made. I want to sit under my own vine and fig tree, a moment alone in the shade, at home in this nation we've made. One last time.
One last time. Though in reviewing the incidents of my administration, I am unconscious of intentional error, I am nevertheless too sensible of my defects not to think it probable that I may have committed many errors. I shall also carry with me the hope that my country will view them with indulgence, and that after 45 years of my life dedicated to its service with an upright zeal, the faults of incompetent abilities will be consigned to oblivion, as I myself must soon be to the mansions of rest. I anticipate with pleasing expectation that retreat, in which I promise myself to realize the sweet enjoyment of partaking in the midst of my fellow citizens, the benign influence of good laws under a free government, the ever favorite object of my heart, and the happy reward, as I trust, of our mutual cares, labors, and dangers. One last time.
George Washington's going on.
Teach you how to say goodbye.
George Washington's going on.
last note, though. Oh, goosebumps, bro. Let's go. Oh, here he is.
They say George Washington's yielding his power and stepping away. Is that true? I wasn't aware that was something a person could do. I'm perplexed. Are they going to keep on replacing whoever's in charge? If so, who's next? There's nobody else in their country who looms quite as large. What? John Adams. I know him. That can't be. It's that little guy who spoke to me all those years ago. What was it, 85? That poor man, they're going to eat him alive. Oceans rise, empires fall. Next to Washington, they all look small. All alone, watch them run. They will tear each other into pieces. Jesus Christ, it's going to be fun.
Go. What the fuck?
President John Adams, good luck. Short-tempered protean, creator of the Coast Guard, founder of the New York Post, ardently abuses cabinet posts, destroy his reputation. Welcome, folks, to the Adams administration. Jefferson's the runner-up, which makes him the vice president.
Washington can't help you now, no more, Mr. Nice President.
As Cyrus Hamilton privately calls him Creole bastard in his doors.
Say what?
Hamilton publishes his response.
Sit down, John, you fat mother!
Woo!
Hamilton's out of control.
This is great. He's out of power. He holds no office, and he just destroyed President John Adams, the only other significant member of his party.
Hamilton is a host unto himself. As long as he can hold a pen, he's a threat. Let's let him know what we know.
Mr. Vice President. Mr. Madison. Senator Burr. What is this?
We have the check stubs from separate accounts.
Almost $1,000 paid in different amounts.
To Mr. James Reynolds, way back in 1791.
Is that what you have? Are you dumb?
You are uniquely situated by virtue of your position
Though virtue is not a word I'd apply to this situation.
to seek financial gain to stray from your sacred mission.
And the evidence suggests you engaged in speculation.
An immigrant embezzling our government funds. I can almost see the headline, your career is done. I hope you save the money for your daughter and sons. You best go and run back where you come from.
You don't even know what you're asking me to confess.
Unless,
You have nothing. I don't have to tell you anything at all. Unless if I can prove that I never broke the law, do you promise not to tell another soul what you saw?
no one else was in the room where it happened.
Is that a yes?
Yes. Dear sir, I hope this letter finds you in good health and in a prosperous enough position to put wealth in the pockets of people like me down on their luck. You see, that was my wife who you decided.
Escorted me to bed, and when she had me in a corner, that's when Reynolds extorted me for a sordid fee. I paid him quarterly. I may have mortally wounded my prospects, but my papers are orderly. As you can see, I kept a record of every check in my checkered history. Check it again against your list and see consistency. I never spent a cent that wasn't mine. You sent the dogs, that's my sense, that's fine. Yes, I have reasons for shame, but I have not committed treason and sullied my good name. As you can see, I have done nothing to provoke legal action. Are my answers to your satisfaction?
My God.
Gentlemen, let's go.
So,
The people won't know what we know.
Burr, how do I know you won't use this against me the next time we go toe-to-toe?
Alexander, rumors only grow. And we both know what we know.
In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet. Just a moment. Yellow sky. When I was 17, a hurricane destroyed my town. I didn't drown. I couldn't seem to die. I wrote my way out. Wrote everything down far as I could see. I wrote my way out. I looked up and the town had its eyes on me. They passed a plate around, and total strangers moved to kindness by my story. Just enough for me to put passage on a ship that was New York bound. I wrote my way out of hell. I wrote my way to revolution. I was louder than the clap in the bell. I wrote Eliza love letters until she fell. I wrote about the Constitution and defended it well. And in the face of ignorance and resistance, I wrote financial systems into existence. Prayers to God were met with indifference. I picked up a pen. I wrote my own deliverance. In the eye of a hurricane there is quiet. Just a moment. Yellow sky. I was 12 when my mother died. She was holding me. We were sick and she was holding. I couldn't seem to die. I'll write my way out. Write everything down far as I can see. I'll write my way out. Overwhelm them with honesty. This is the eye of the hurricane. This is the only way I can protect my legacy. The Reynolds pamphlet.
The Reynolds pamphlet. Have you read this? Alexander Hamilton had a torrid affair, and he wrote it down right there. Highlights. The charge against me is a connection with one James Reynolds. For purposes of improper speculation, my real crime is an amorous connection with his wife for a considerable time with his knowing consent. I had frequent meetings with her. Most of them in my own house.
His own house. His own house.
Mrs. Hamilton, with our children being absent on a visit to her father.
No.
Have you read this? Never gonna be president now. President, we're never gonna be president now. President, we're never gonna be president now. One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about.
I came as soon as I heard.
All the way from London.
Angelica, thank God someone understands what I'm struggling here to do.
I'm not here for you. I know my sister like I know my own mind. You will never find anyone as trusting or as kind. I love my sister more than anything in this life. I will choose her happiness over mine every time. But when we had aside, I'm standing at her side. You'll never be satisfied. God, I hope you're satisfied.
Never gonna be president now. Never gonna be president.
Damn.
One less thing to worry about. One less thing to worry about. Have you read this? You ever see somebody ruin their own
saved every letter you wrote me. From the moment I read them, I knew you were mine. You said you were mine. I thought you were mine. Do you know what Angelica said when we saw your first letter arrive? She said, be careful with that one, love. He will do what it takes to survive. You and your words flooded my senses. Your sentences left me defenseless. You built me palaces out of paragraphs. You built cathedrals. I'm rereading the letters you wrote me, searching and scanning for answers in every line, for some kind of sign. And when you were mine, the world seemed to burn. You published the letters she wrote you. You told the whole world how we brought this girl into our bed. In clearing your name, you have ruined our lives. Do you know what Angelica said when she read what you'd done? She said, you've married an Icarus. He was flown too close to the sun. You and your words obsessed with your legacy.
Damn.
Your sentences borderline senseless, and you were paranoid in every paragraph. How they perceive erasing myself from the narrative. Let future historians wonder how Eliza reacted when you broke her heart. You have torn it all apart. I'm watching it burn. Watching it burn. The world has no right to my heart. The world has no place in our bed. They don't get to know what I said. I'm burning the memories, burning the letters that might have redeemed you. You forfeit all rights to my heart. You forfeit the place in our bed. You'll sleep in your office instead with only the memories of when you were mine. I hope that you
I think that's a good place to end part 3. Goddamn, cheating on your wife. Ugh. Goddamn. That's a lot to take in. That is a good place to end part 3. I will be back momentarily to finish up part 4. There's only 35 minutes left. And yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Smoke or Nope. I've been your boy, Riku Rhymes. Don't forget to like, comment, favorite, subscribe. I will be working on that cover today. So, until then... Experimentation deep in the night. You can never understand the equation to light. Finding new paths and earning new powers through the will of math, making the sound louder. Call me Tuna Beats the way I'm killing your team. Overwatch heroes can't measure up to me, and I mean that literally. They're all like Torb to me, and most of them have knees. The new definition of Rocky. Oh, this math is so astounding. The gravity of the situation is so surprising. I have the power of a black hole to my demanding, and nothing you do can stop it. Just sit and your team is torn to bits. I DPS